Welcome to AlphaCars. My name is Dimitri and I'm here in our Boxborough location at our service center. Today we are starting the assembly of the 2022, the very first 2022 Ural Gear Up Heritage Edition. Let's look at it together. And while I turn my camera around, you can see some really cool projects, cars we're working on. There are a couple of G-Class vehicles, a nice 635 from mid-80s, the late model S-Class, and the BMW convertible. And here is my favorite vehicle, a Ural motorcycle. This one is 2022, and you're going to be able to see some cool features that are now standard on 2022 bikes. And the Heritage Edition are really rare bikes, and they're made to our very specific, very fine specifications, I would say. And as you can see now, all the details of the bike, all the little brackets are taken out of the standard paint process and painted the bike color. And this one is another awesome color. It's Ranger green, and this is the color that we came up, and what we did, we used the original military color from the vehicles, military Soviet vehicles from the late 70s and early 80s. So this bike, you can see all the fine detail, the steering bar that is normally black, all the little details, they're all refinished in the body color, and even the dashboard, bezel, all these details. Even the shocks were disassembled at the factory, and each part was painted separately. And as you can see, we just took this bike out of the crate, and it's so cool how it unfolds. The sidecar of the bike is bolted to the vertical wall of the crate, and when we literally unfold the crate, you can see the sidecar, and then we remove the wrapper. These bikes are packaged beautifully. You can see all these protective materials. So we're looking forward to setting this bike up right now. The first things first, our technician has all the wheels out of the crate, and the first thing we do, we retorque the wheels. You can see he already went through, and there are markings that he went through this wheel, and he's going to go through all of them to retorque the spokes. This is very, very important to do during the assembly and during your first service, because once the spokes settle in, they get a little bit looser. So you need to keep them tight. And once you tighten them after the first service, you still need to keep an eye on them, but they're not going to get as loose. So stay tuned, and you'll see more cool things happening to this awesome Ural Gear Up Heritage Edition. Here's the new stainless steel exhaust, 2-in-1, beautifully made. And we now have all the wheels on the bike. As we mentioned before, we always retorque the spokes before the installation. So we are moving on with the rest of the assembly. You can see the sidecar is now ready to be attached to the bike. The wheels are on. This is going to be a gorgeous bike. We're pretty much done with the initial accessory package on this Gear Up, and let's take a look at it. And by the way, it is still in our on our shop lift. We have a special lift to work on Urals. We actually have a couple of them. And again, this is a Heritage Hunter Green. We installed Hella lens. We used the incandescent bulb. And here's the hand shifter. We selected to use dual lever, and this is forward, reverse. I'm sorry, here it is. So you can engage the bike in reverse or put it back in neutral. And then this lever right here will get you in and out of two-wheel drive. Really handy for a two-wheel drive bike, because you have to be in two-wheel drive in low traction situations, and you need to get back into single-wheel drive when you're back on the pavement or back onto something that doesn't allow the two wheels to slip on the surface, because the two-wheel drive system on modern Urals is full solid locked axle, which is awesome for traction. You couldn't ask for a better setup, but you cannot use it in two-wheel drive when you are on non-slipping surfaces, because you need to allow one wheel to rotate at a slightly different, well, it will rotate at the same speed, but it will travel a different distance, so you would need to allow it to slip on that wheel. And for that, we need low traction situations. Here's the two-wheel drive system. Here is the two-wheel drive lever on the final drive. And then we have the linkage, and take a look at the little ball joint. It's actually sealed. We're using fully sealed ball joints with adjustable linkages. And then it leads to this pivoting lever. From there, another linkage brings it to the control lever right there. Awesome system. We also changed the seats from enduro bench seat to the proper vintage style solo seats. Check this out. And we actually selected not to use covers because they do have traditional military look. They're still very comfortable, and they have awesome, you know, like they're slip resistant. I would say they're very comfortable, and of course they're low maintenance. You don't need to worry about your seat cover, but if you wish one, you can certainly get them, and we have them in the different colors and in different materials too. But it looks great and matches with the rugged military style of this particular motorcycle. And all bikes produced in 2022 will be 80th anniversary bikes. Engine guard. Awesome exhaust system. Beautifully implemented, nicely designed. Just look at this exhaust system mount right here. Very thorough and smart design, and great implementation. Look at the quality of the welds. And here's the new center stand. It actually works out great, and it also protects the exhaust, because you can see this cross member and it protects the exhaust. Air induction. All bikes that we sell through AlphaCars and Ural of New England, they all come standard with the charging port pigtail right here for trickle charger, or 12-volt power outlet. You can use it for that as well. We do set them up when we assemble motorcycles. We do it on new Urals that we assemble. We also do it on the new Royal Enfields that we assemble. Actually, would love to know if you think we should install a spotlight on this one. I think we still have a few left in our inventory. It's not something that the factory offers anymore, but we have our own old stock, and I think it would look awesome. Please let us know what you think, and maybe we should install one right here on top of this sidecar. Thank you very much for viewing this video, and subscribe, share, and let us know which videos you like the best.